15.4% and climbing. Yoona's fantasy drama smashes records. What if a single stolen pinch of chili powder could ignite not just a kitchen fire, but an entire nation's fate? In the electrifying world of Bon Appetit, Your Majesty, the latest sensation sweeping South Korea's airwaves, that very scenario unfolds with breathtaking intensity, blending the sizzle of forbidden spices with the sharp edge of royal intrigue. Starring the luminous Yoona as the time-displaced French chef Yeon Ji-young, and the broodingly charismatic Lee Chae-min as the tyrannical yet palate-sensitive King Lee Hyun, this fantasy romance has redefined weekend viewing since its premiere on August 23, 2025. From its inception, the drama, adapted from the web novel The Tyrant's Chef, has captivated audiences with its audacious premise, a modern culinary whiz hurled back to the Joseon dynasty via a solar eclipse, tasked with taming a king's finicky tastes while navigating a web of assassins, scheming concubines, and now an unprecedented international cooking showdown. It's no wonder that as episode 8 hit screens on September 14th, the show didn't just break records, it shattered expectations, leaving viewers breathless and social media ablaze with debates over ethics in the kitchen and the irresistible pull of fusion flavors. The ascent to these dizzying heights feels almost predestined when you consider the drama's trajectory. Episodes 7 and 8, aired back-to-back on September 13th and 14th across TVN's primetime slot, marked a pivotal escalation in viewership that no one saw coming, or at least not this explosively. Episode 8 clocked in at a staggering nationwide rating of 15.405%, a peak that soared to 17.4% in pulse-pounding moments, eclipsing every prior episode since the series' debut. This wasn't mere incremental growth. It was a leap of 2.758 percentage points from episode 7's solid 12.647%, signaling a word-of-mouth wildfire that even the most jaded K-drama veterans couldn't ignore. In the bustling metropolitan hubs of Incheon, Gyeonggi, and Seoul, the numbers told an even more intoxicating tale. 15.8 turned 15% average, cresting at 18.1%, a whisper of dominance that had families glued to their screens, from high-rise apartments to cozy Hanok-inspired homes. Watching these stats roll in felt like savoring the first bite of a perfectly seared Peking duck. Rich, unexpected, and utterly addictive. A reminder that in the competitive landscape of 2025's cable dramas, Bon Appetit wasn't just competing, it was conquering. This triumph extended beyond raw numbers, embedding itself firmly in the cultural zeitgeist. For the coveted 2049 demographic, the young professionals and trendsetters who dictate streaming trends, Episode 8 delivered a nationwide 5.8% rating, peaking at 6.7%, while the metropolitan slice hit 5.5% with a 6.6% summit. It wasn't hyperbole to say the show topped its time slot across every South Korean channel, terrestrial included, on paid platforms like cable, IPTV, and satellite. Measured meticulously by Nielsen Korea, these figures underscore a rare alchemy, a historical romp that's as intellectually stimulating as it is viscerally thrilling. As a viewer, there's something profoundly satisfying about witnessing a drama climb these charts, evoking the quiet thrill of rooting for an underdog chef who turns pantry scraps into palace masterpieces. Proof that innovation, much like Ji-young's secret sauces, can upend the status quo. At the heart of Episode 8's feverish buzz lies the cooking competition itself, a high-stakes culinary clash between Joseon and Ming Dynasty chefs that pulses with the rhythm of a heartbeat under duress. Yeon Ji-young, our resilient heroine portrayed with Yoona's signature blend of fierce determination and wide-eyed wonder, steps up as the leader of the Joseon contingent, her modern ingenuity clashing gloriously against Tang Bailong's, Jo Jae-yoon, masterful traditionalism from the Ming side. The stakes? Nothing less than Joseon's tribute obligations to the Ming Empire, a diplomatic tightrope where one underseasoned soup could tip the scales toward subjugation. Ji-young and King Lee Hyun arrived just in the nick of time, their pulses still racing from a narrow escape from an assassin's blade, a sequence so tautly directed by Jung Tae-yu that it had me gripping my remote, heart pounding in sync with the on-screen chaos. There's a raw, exhilarating poetry in this reunion. The king, ever the protector with his steely gaze and unspoken vulnerabilities, and Ji-young, whose hands, scarred from her time slip and now bandaged from fresh wounds, wield a cleaver like Excalibur. It's moments like these that make the drama feel alive, pulsing with the kind of tension that lingers long after the credits roll, leaving you to ponder the fragile line between ally and adversary in a world where flavors can forge or fracture alliances. The competition unfolds across 3 meticulously crafted rounds, each a masterclass in suspense that draws parallels to real-world culinary spectacles while infusing them with Joseon's opulent grandeur. Round 1 demands a novel meat dish, a canvas for creativity where Ji-young's team shines, until disaster strikes. Her prized chili powder, a fiery import from her 21st century arsenal that adds that addictive kick reminiscent of modern Korean fusion like dakgalbi with a global twist, is brazenly swiped by Ah-Fei-tu, the cunning female Ming chef, whose silver hair and sly smile mask a ruthless edge. Ah-Fei-tu doesn't just steal, she innovates, grinding the pilfered powder into a bespoke seasoning that catapults the Ming team to an illusory lead. The round ends in a contentious tie, not through merit but Ming's underhanded ploys, prompting Tang Bailong to confront his own with uncharacteristic candor, a reprimand that ripples with ethical weight. In this tableau, I couldn't help but feel a surge of indignation mixed with admiration. It's infuriating to watch sabotage unfold in such a hallowed space as the kitchen, yet thrilling to see how it humanizes even the antagonists, turning them from caricatures into complex souls grappling with ambition's darker shades. This isn't just drama, it's a mirror to our own cutthroat boardrooms and creative studios, where innovation often dances on the knife's edge of integrity. As the flames of rivalry lick higher into round 2, the obstacles mount like storm clouds over the Han River, testing Ji-young's mettle in ways that evoke the unyielding spirit of Joseon's historical heroines. The villainous concubine Mokju, Kang Han-na, channeling a venomous elegance that rivals her past roles in The Penthouse, pulls a despicable string, ousting a senior Joseon chef and fracturing the team's harmony. Enter Gil Geum, Yoon Seo-ah, Ji-young's loyal maid whose knife skills, honed in the shadows of palace drudgery, emerge as a revelation, slicing through vegetables with the precision of a samurai's blade. Despite her injured hand, wrapped in bloodied linens that speak volumes of her sacrifices, Ji-young presses on, her resolve a beacon amid the sabotage. The Ming team counters with lotus root rice stir-fried with vegetables, a dish inspired by Joseon's ascetic temple cuisine, but executed with Ming's silken finesse, earning murmurs of approval from the judges. Yet it's Ji-young's audacious twist on Peking duck, crispy skin yielding to tender meat infused with her unique blend of gochujang echoes and subtle herb infusions, that steals the scene. The Ming delegation leader, a stoic figure whose tears flow unbidden upon the first bite, embodies the drama's emotional core, food as a bridge across eras and empires. Episode 8 cuts off tantalizingly before the scores drop, a cliffhanger that gnaws at the soul like an unfinished meal, amplifying the hunger for September 20th's Episode 9 reveal. Personally, this interlude stirred a deep empathy in me. Ji-young's unbowed stance amid betrayal feels like a quiet anthem for anyone who's ever improvised triumph from scraps, her quiet ferocity a balm in a narrative brimming with orchestrated chaos. Round 3 looms as the ultimate crucible, centered on a ginseng-based soup that demands not just skill, but soul, harnessing the root's earthy bitterness into a restorative elixir fit for emperors. Historical ginseng, revered in Joseon texts like the Donggi Bogam, as a panacea for vitality, takes on mythic proportions here, symbolizing the lifeblood of diplomatic endurance. Ji-young's team, battered by rebellious forces within the palace, whispers of court intrigue that echo real Joseon power struggles documented in annals like the Annals of the Joseon Dynasty, faces sabotage at every turn, from tainted herbs slipped into their stockpot to whispers of dissent among the ranks. The pressure cooker of politics simmers alongside the literal one. Yet, in these trials, the drama unveils layers of camaraderie. Cook Mang's self-sacrificial ploy to protect the Surrogan, royal kitchen, by feigning injury rather than yielding to corruption, or the way Gilgum's improbable heroism, her hands steady despite the fear in her eyes, transforms her from sidekick to savior. It's these vignettes that infuse the spectacle with heart, making the high stakes feel intimately personal. As someone who's always found solace in the rhythm of chopping onions or simmering stews, I was moved by how the show elevates cooking from mere survival to an act of defiance, a sensory rebellion against the rigid hierarchies of feudal life. The production's wizardry elevates this culinary coliseum to operatic heights, with vivid CGI rendering the tasting scenes in hyper-real splendor that rivals the glossy allure of Japanese anime like Food Wars or Bartender. King Lee Hyun's micro-expressions, eyes widening at a burst of umami, brows furrowing in exquisite torment over a misplaced note of acidity, unfold in slow-motion glory, the steam rising like ethereal veils from porcelain bowls. These aren't just effects, they're portals, drawing us into a sensory feast where the king's notoriously sensitive palate becomes our own. Social media erupted with viral clips, fans dissecting the CGI duckskin's crackle, comparing it to the ASMR whispers of Netflix culinary class wars, or theorizing how Ji Young's chili innovation might translate to real-world recipes. One ex-post captured the frenzy perfectly. "That Peking duck had me pausing to order takeout. Yeah, it's bon appetit, Your Majesty is ruining diets and mending hearts." The professionalism shines through in every frame, from the authentic Joseon hanbok, fluttering amid kitchen steam, to the meticulously recreated Ming silks, a testament to the crew's months of on-location shoots in Gyeongju's ancient palaces. It's exhilarating to witness such craft. In an era of green screen shortcuts, this shows tangible textures. The sizzle of woks, the glint of sharpened blades, feel like a love letter to the artisanal soul of storytelling, leaving me with a profound appreciation for how technology can amplify, rather than eclipse, human ingenuity. Weaving through this gastronomic gauntlet are the ethical tempests that give the drama its philosophical bite, turning a simple contest into a meditation on honor amid hunger. The Ming chef's tactics, Afetu's theft not as petty larceny, but a desperate bid for glory in a male-dominated dynasty, highlight the blurred lines between strategy and sin, echoing real historical frictions like the Imjin War's shadowy espionage. Tang Bailong's reluctant admission of foul play, his voice laced with the weight of cultural pride clashing against fairness, adds nuance to what could have been cartoonish villainy. On the Joseon side, Ji Young's resilience shines as a counterpoint. Bandaged, besieged, yet innovating with the ferocity of a lioness guarding her pride. Her fusion flair, blending French techniques with Joseon staples like the subtle earthiness of doenjang or the floral lift of mugwort, isn't just plot device. It's a metaphor for cultural hybridity, much like how K-dramas themselves fuse Sejik traditions with rom-com levity to conquer global hearts. Viewers have raved about this balance, with X-threads buzzing over lines like, "Ji Young's not just cooking, she's rewriting history, one spice at a time." For me, these dilemmas evoke a bittersweet pang, the thrill of victory tempered by the cost of compromise, reminding us that true mastery lies not in outmaneuvering foes, but in rising above the fray with grace. This surge in popularity isn't isolated. It's the culmination of a narrative engine that's been revving since day one. Bon Appetit, Your Majesty has vaulted past 2025's previous frontrunner, Buried Hearts, starring Park Hyun-sik, claiming the crown as the year's highest-rated Korean drama to date. On TVN's storied ledger, it now nestles comfortably in the top 10 all-time, a feat achieved with 4 episodes still in the oven, episodes that promise to delve deeper into Ji Young's time-slip mysteries and the king's thawing heart. The chemistry between Yoona and Lee Chae-min crackles like fresh tempura, her playful exasperation at his tyrannical whims melting into tentative trust, his guarded intensity softening under her unyielding warmth. Supporting turns amplify the magic. Kang Han-na's Mok-ju as a serpentine force of nature, Choi Gui-hwa's Prince Jasan layering paternal menace with reluctant awe, and Jo Jae-yoon's Tang Bailong evolving from rival to reluctant mentor. Filming kicked off amid buzz on January 23, 2025, navigating hiccups like a last-minute casting shuffle after Park's controversy, only to emerge stronger, with Yoon Seo-ah's Gil Gaeum stepping in as the plucky everyman we all root for. What truly sets this drama alight is its masterful fusion of genres. Historical drama's sweeping tapestries laced with culinary porn's mouth-watering close-ups, all underscored by a soundtrack that swells from haunting Gaegeum strings to upbeat synths mirroring Ji Young's modern interludes. Fans liken it to a K-drama equivalent of The King's Taste, crossed with Mr. Queen, but with a global polish that's propelled it to Netflix's top charts worldwide. K-nets are in a frenzy, flooding forums with confessions like, "My whole family, grandma included, cheered through that duck reveal." It's the first drama in years that unites us over dinner plans. International viewers echo the sentiment, with X posts from as far as Latin America gushing, "Yoona's chef glow-up has me Googling Joseon recipes at 3 a.m. Pure magic." The viral CGI tastings have spawned fan edits, set to OST hits like the titular Bon Appetit, blending slow-mo bites with heartbeat drums, amassing millions of views. Even critics, often quick to nitpick pacing in Fusion Fare, hail its seamless blend of levity and lore, noting how it sidesteps cliches by grounding romance in shared vulnerabilities. Like the king's hidden fear of poison mirroring Ji Young's homesickness for her Parisian bistro. Yet beneath the savory spectacle simmers a deeper allure, the drama's unflinching gaze at resilience in the face of systemic sabotage. Ji Young's journey, from bewildered time traveler to culinary diplomat, mirrors the unheralded labors of Joseon's female cooks, whose invisible hands shaped imperial feasts amid patriarchal shadows. Her setbacks, from mock Jews' machinations to the rebels' whispers, aren't mere plot fodder. They're indictments of power's corrosive hunger, making her triumphs all the sweeter. In one poignant aside, as Gil steps up with her makeshift prowess, we glimpse the ripple of solidarity among the marginalized, a theme that resonates in today's gig economy kitchens, where underdogs innovate or perish. It's this layered empathy that hooks you, leaving a lingering warmth like the afterglow of hot talk on a crisp autumn eve. You finish an episode not just entertained, but subtly transformed, pondering your own battles over the stove. As Bon Appetit, Your Majesty hurtles toward its September 28th finale, with mere episodes left to unravel the eclipse's secrets and seal Ji Young's fate, the anticipation is an exquisite torment. Will the ginseng soup clinch victory, or will a final twist from the shadows upend the banquet? Episode 8's cliffhanger, freezing on the judge's poised forks, ensures we'll be counting down to the 20th with bated breath. In a year starved for escapist joy, amid economic jitters and global unrest, this drama serves as a lavish reminder of art's power to nourish the spirit. It's more than a hit, it's a phenomenon, proving that in the right hands, a story well-seasoned can conquer kingdoms. And honestly, after that episode, I'm left craving not just the resolution, but the impossible, a taste of Ji Young's world, where every dish is a declaration of defiance and love blooms amid the steam.